Hey, what's up, team? I hope everyone's doing well. Still a little sick, so forgive the froggy voice. But in today's video, we're looking at number two, the Sakura edition of Hatsune Miku. And she is absolutely gorgeous, so beautiful, so cute. And this one, the theme is kind of cherry blossom because it is Sakura, but she also has a bunch of food items. So it's like she's going on a picnic. And this is really done well. And she can kind of sit on here, and I'll show you some poses later on. But yeah, the first edition was focused on the performance aspect. She had instruments and things like that. But the second version, we get a lot of picnic stuff, and I'll show you what she comes with. Okay, so let's start with what they have in their hands right now, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. It looks like Neapolitan something. I don't know if it's like candied fruit or ice cream, or I have no idea, but it is something that is on a stick, and you could equip in both of their hands, and yeah, they look uber duper cute munching on those things. Yeah, does someone know what these things are? Because I don't. Really quick, I'll dial back something that I said earlier. I said the theme for this kit is more about food. I would say it's less about food and it's more about a picnic, kind of a day out. Maybe it's a day off because Vocaloids, Virtual Idols, needs to rest as well. And she's sitting atop the cherry tree and the cherry blossom tree. And like, dude, you can see the little designs in her hair. That's really nice. That's really beautifully done. Same thing for the flowers too. And you can see, I'll show you how that's all assembled later on. And if you see in her hand, she's actually holding a camera, like the old school type of cameras. But dude, speaking of new school type of cameras, she comes with the phone. She comes with two of these, so you can hook up the original Hatsune Miku as well. As far as other food items go, she comes with this tray that you can put the sandwich on top of, and those three colored things. I want to say they're fruit, right? I don't know, man. Anyway, there's that, and then there is this. And what is this called? Nigiri? This thing. The what is it? Rice balls with the seaweed, and then that's a nice little white plate that she has. And she has a bunch of hands that she can hold this, where it allows her to hold it, as well. And so a lot of great fun and play patterns baked into this kit. All right, I've set her up with the tray of onigiri over here, and they're gonna have a party. She has the giant scallions, the giant green onions or whatever, and they're gonna have a blast. Man, I liked having one character already, but having two kind of takes the cake. It really allows them to pair up and have fun, and it feels more like there's a squad involved. I will say, posing them and giving them the right type of stance and everything like that is actually not easy. And so all the ones that you see here on the box, like all these different poses, these are not easy to get into. You need to have an understanding of like anatomy and figure design to make it look natural and stuff. So kudos to the people who work on the box. And same thing for the artwork over here too. That's a beautiful pose. And for someone to have thought of that and stuff, they saw it in their mind, and they're able to kind of manifest that. And so I think that's really, really cool. And by the way, shout out to the people who designed the tree. I think it's done well. I think it's actually done quite well. And the way everything plugs in, you'll see later on, is the flowers just kind of plug into the trunk, and the trunk just plugs into that base. It's quite a solid piece. One of them can sit on it, but actually you can mount two if you would like, and I can show you that right now. And if so desired, you could have both of them sitting on the tree. They look pretty cute together. The tree is quite sturdy. I mean, you'll see it in the build segment. It's just pretty much just a chunky piece of plastic. Not too many pieces involved except for the Sakuras. Those are a little bit more delicate. But yeah, you can have one of them sitting on the top, and then you can have one of them sitting on the bottom branch. And yeah, and then you can kind of pose them like so. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, and if you didn't know, this character is uber duper posable. That is one of the selling points. That is one of the play patterns. And sorry, I'm going to be careful not to goon her up too much. She has pretty good hip bend, but due to the skirts and stuff like that, there is a little bit of impediment, so you can't get it further up, but that's fine. Her knee bend is decent enough. It's kind of deep, but not like too deep. By the way, I love the design over here. And my favorite part is the toe tilt. She has that toe tilt along with ankle tilt and stuff like that. So getting in some very, very expressive, dynamic poses where it looks like she's kind of pushing off on things. I think that's very, very neat. Has this Gynax feel. She also has thigh swivel right at the stocking area. That's the same for the other one. Her body is composed of three parts, and you'll see that in the build segment. There's a top, middle, and bottom, the hips, abdomen, and the chest. So you can see she's ultra flexy and gummy and very, very, very yoga friendly. The neck is actually on a double ball joint. There's one at the base of the neck and the base of the skull. And again, it allows her to get into very expressive poses. One thing about the head, I will say, the way this is supposed to work, well, the way it does work is that you have the face inside here, you have the headset, and the hair kind of plugs in. But mine, uh, I was unable to do it out the box, and so I had to shave and carve some of the gummy plastic away. Your mileage may vary, but yeah, I had to do some surgery on mine, and so I had to do some modifications. But other than that, yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good, and it's a really nice pink. I was about to say purple, but pink rendition of the OG character. All right, so let's start putting her together and assembling the head. Normally it would be a walk in the park, but as I mentioned earlier, there was just something wrong with the molding or something like that because there are extra bits of plastic that I had to shave off. But after I got through with that, just a little bit of surgery, everything fits in pretty well. You can see that I'm assembling the neck and the torso over here. The neck is really cool. There's a double joint, one at the base of the skull and one at the base of the collar. That gives you a lot of articulation and a lot of range of motion, and so really well done. The waist actually operates off of a similar principle. There's actually going to be 3 parts. There you see the abdomen being threaded through the skirt, and the skirt is going to be attached to the hips that we're creating right here. Just mind the undie shots. And then afterward, those 3 components, the hips on the bottom with the abdomen and then the torso at the top, all of those things are going to be threaded together through the skirt. And not going to lie, this portion right here where I'm attaching her legs to her hips, I started blushing, man. I started feeling kind of weird. I started feeling bad about what I was doing, but I'm just assembling the model kit. But nonetheless, it was a very funny reflection. All right, and now we have her fully assembled, supported by her stand, and we'll just give her a 360, and you can see she's reaching out, offering you that half sandwich. What a wonderful gal. And just like the first one, she comes with a ton of vanity hands, but in this one, she comes with a little birdie, a la beachcomber. All right, and here we have the assembly of the cherry blossom tree, a good base with a good trunk. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of a zen moment while I was putting this together. Inserting the little flowers into the trunk was somehow, I don't know, just very relaxing. And the flowers, they come in singles and also triplets, and you just adorn them according to the instructions. And once you're done, you have yourself a beautiful tree. And now with the tree fully assembled, we can see how they look side by side, and I think they look great. And whether they're just hanging out, having fun on a picnic, climbing a tree, or engaging in a musical interlude to channel some positive vibes, I think these 2 kits look phenomenal together. And they are fully interchangeable and compatible with one another, and so you can create some custom builds, swap some parts, exchange accessories, and just have a lot of fun. So thanks again for joining me in this review of Sakura Hatsune Miku, and I will catch you all next time.